Hello guys, welcome back to the Terraform series. In this video, I'm going to introduce with the Terraform and I will explain that how you can authenticate to the AWS using Terraform. So Terraform is an infrastructure as a code tool that lets you to define the AWS or other cloud providers resources or services that you can version, use and share. It uses the hashing of configuration language. So Terraform is declarative language, which means it describes an intended goal rather than the exact steps to reach that goal. So Terraform itself is responsible for figuring out how to achieve that state without actually defining all the steps, because the current state of the infrastructure is fully captured in the code. So let's start. Just go official website of the Terraform and go inside the registry. Click on see all. So here you can see the Terraform supports lot of cloud providers, and here you can see all the providers. You can see these are the 2665 numbers of providers. So in this video we are going to work with AWS. So just click on it and here you can see. So in this video we are going to see that how to authenticate to AWS. For that, so just go to the documentation section, and in the documentation section you can see this. So here you can see the provider AWS, and this is the description. You can also read this, and this is the example uses to configure the AWS provider. Here you can see in this Terraform section, these are the basic details of Terraform, and in this section, this is the provider section. And here we don't need to create this section, we just need to create this provider directly in the Terraform 0.12 and earlier version. So in here you can see this is the provider which is AWS. And you can also we can also provide here the other providers like Azure and GCP and other providers, and these are the parameters of this provider block, which is a region and a version. And here you can also see we can create the multiple services. Here you can see, for example, if we want to create the an EC2 using Terraform, so just search the EC2 here, and here you can see the EC2. For example, if we want to create an instance, just go inside the AWS instance, and here you can see the syntax of creating an instance. This is the syntax of creating instance resource. This is the service that we want to deploy, which is AWS instance. So here just we are just going to authenticate the AWS. So go back to the provider, and just I'm just going to, so this is the syntax. So I'm going to copy the syntax, and I'm using the BS code editor. You can use anything that you want to use. So first of all, I'm going to create an for file here inside this Terraform course. Here I have installed the Terraform that we have seen in our previous videos. So I am going to type the name provider.tf file. So here you can you have to remember one thing. You need to create the files using .tf extension. So just I am going to paste my provider code inside this file. So you can see this is the provider block, and this is our provider AWS, and these are the parameters of reason, access key and secret key. So here in reason we can specify the reason under which we want to deploy our AWS services. For example, if we want to deploy our services under another reason, so we can नहीं, गलती हुई, थोड़ा pause कर दीजिए। This is the provider block. Our provider is AWS, you can see, and these are the parameters of provider block: reason, access key, and secret key. In a reason, we can specify the reason that we want to use. For example, we want to deploy our resources in these reasons. Here we can specify all these reasons. For example, I am going to deploy the services under US East 1. So we need to mention here US East 1. So now our services will be deployed on US East 1 region. So here in this access key and secret key, I'm not going to provide here my access key and secret key, because if we provide here our secret key and access key, then everyone can use our AWS. So we are not going to provide the credentials here due to a security reason. uh, we have also made an video on providing credentials. So just I'm going to delete these parameters. Just go to the terminal, new terminal, and and inside the terminal. So this is the terminal. Here, make sure one thing that you are inside this directory, which is Terraform course. Here you can see. So this is the command to provide the credentials. AWS configure. Here you can see I have provided our access key ID and secret key ID. This is our secret access key. This is our reason. This is our output format. So here you can see. So now let's check that it our provider is working or not. For that, we have to type the command terraform init. So this command basically used to initialize the terraform, and it will install the required plugins. So here you can see it is initializing the plugins and the terraform. So here you can see the Terraform has been successfully initialized, and after initializing, the two files are added inside this directory. And with the Terraform init command, the plugin AWS has been installed. And because as we know, the Terraform is declarative language. So here you can see we have successfully authenticated to the AWS. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to press the like and subscribe button.